Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander viewers should exercise caution when watching this program, as it may contain images of deceased persons.
I'm Aunty Mary, I'm a Bundjalung woman.
An Indigenous woman wearing a red, yellow and black striped knitted top sits on a log with a road and trees behind her. A map of Australia showing Aboriginal tribal areas appears, zooming in on coastal New South Wales.
I was brought up at Torres, my dad's country, which is Biripi. I'm one of 12, I have 8 sisters and 4 brothers.
A black and white photograph of a young Indigenous woman holding a baby.
Out of the 12 of us, 8 in my family have got diabetes, and that's insulin dependent, as well as tablet medication.
Text. Diabetes can lead to vision loss.
I was a housewife, I was working, I was going to TAFE at the same time. I did not have time to sit down and take care of myself because I had all these other things in my work too. That was more important to me because I wasn't going to be affected by it.
In 2012, Aunty Mary became legally blind.
Not only did I have to force to give up my work, my paid work, I had to hand my grandchildren back to their mother. It devastated me. It was like I died.
Mary contacted Guide Dogs New South Wales ACT. A short-haired bearded man wearing a zipped-up windbreaker.
My name is Gavin Strait. I'm an orientation and mobility instructor with Guide Dogs New South Wales.
Gavin and Aunty Mary walk along the side of the country road. Aunty Mary carries a long cane.
I first met Aunty Mary would have been about 2.5 years ago. She was quite reluctant to venture out, especially by herself.
I was terrified of going outside, but after listening to an ad on TV about guide dogs that they offered cane training and not only just dogs, and when they gave me that option, I thought, oh great, I jumped on it. So then that's when my training then started.
Gavin and Aunty Mary cross a pedestrian crossing after Aunty Mary's cane registers the tactile tiles.
One of the big problems with mobility with vision loss is moving around where there's no clear paths. And where Mary lived, there was lots of open spaces, so trying to help her negotiate that was a real challenge.
A woman sits behind a desk. Judy Rogers, orientation and mobility instructor. Then she sits at an outdoor table with Aunty Mary, filling in paperwork.
One of the major issues that most people will have is that they don't understand the day-to-day changes and the implications of having a vision loss.
It didn't just affect me, it affected my family. Because at times my eyes sight was fluctuating, so there was times, and given the light and conditions, that I could see one day. And my grandkids say, well, how come Nanny can see today? How can she still do this? And then the next day or the next time they saw me, I deteriorated. So there was a lot of confusion.
Text. Vision loss can vary day to day. Back to Judy Rogers at her desk. Aunty Mary walks arm in arm with a grey-bearded man.
It's been important to work with her husband, Rodney, and also with her family as well.
With guide dogs, they teach her, and I stroll along too.
Rodney Hooker, husband of Aunty Mary. Rodney wears a flannelette shirt and a sleeveless fleecy jacket.
And I pick up everything that they do.
It was a great learning curve. But with guide dogs' help, they were able to help the whole family, to guide me, to walk me, teach me just simple basic safety manoeuvres. Without that support and that assistance from them, you know, it was a gradual step to where I am now, but I wouldn't have got that confidence without their assistance and their support.
Back to Gavin.
Through working and mobility training and introducing the long cane, it's increased Mary's confidence in moving around and getting from place to place in and around Mudgee.
My cane is an extension of my arm. It's my eye. It tells me where I am. When I learnt that guide dogs had collar canes, I thought, can I have mine in Aboriginal colours, you know, the red, yellow and black. It makes me feel very proud.
Back to Judy Rogers.
I think Mary's contact with guide dogs has been a bit of a lifeline for her in terms of her independence, but also, as I say, for Rodney as well.
Without guide dogs, I wouldn't know what to do. They are my backbone. Ring guide dogs because they'll help you.
Once they make that initial phone call, it'll be the best phone call they will have done.
A picture of a seated guide dog wearing a harness and the words Guide Dogs. Guide Dogs New South Wales ACT. Call 1800 804 805 or visit www.guidedogs.com.au. Guide Dogs New South Wales ACT would like to acknowledge Aunty Mary for initiating this project and for sharing her story.